Public goods network is shutting down, which means that if you participated in the last Gitcoin round or you've done anything on the public goods network, you're going to need to withdraw your funds. Now there's a few bridge options, and public goods network has a bunch of bridge pages. I have both DAI and ETH, and I'm going to get started with DAI. I earned the DAI in the last Gitcoin round. There's no exchange for me to swap the DAI, and so the best that I've been able to find is this Super Bridge app. It looks like it takes a little over a week, like 8 days for the funds to come out, but it's the best option I've been able to find. So I went over to Super Bridge, signing a transaction. First step I do is approve it. After that, there's a 2-hour waiting period. I'm recording this video during that 2-hour waiting period. And then after the 2-hour waiting period, there's then a 7-day waiting period. And after that, I'll finally receive my DAI back on ETH mainnet. So I'll just be checking back in on the status page, seeing what the next steps are, what are the transactions I need to sign, and I'm just going to hope I don't lose too much of my money to fees or to gas fees or any of those steps along the way. I'm hoping that there's not too many points where they're going to charge me a lot. So after DAI, we can then instantly bridge ETH. There's two options. There's layer swap and there's mini bridge. I'm going to pull them both up to check them both out and do some comparisons to see which one is going to be a better deal. So first is layer swap. I need to connect my wallet. I can directly go from public goods network to OP or to Optimism. I like that because I do a lot on Optimism, and from Optimism it's very easy for me to bridge anywhere I need across the super chain for Zora or Base or even Polygon. And so I'm going to maximize it. It's weird that I needed to enter my address. I was hoping it would just autofill it, so I'm going to open up MetaMask, copy my address, and then when we click swap, I'm just going to see what the numbers look like, and then we'll go and check out the other bridge option to see if it compares well. So it looks like we don't lose much. We only lose like $1 or $4, so we lose $4 in fees, which is great personally. For $170, lose $4 in the bridge. I get it all on the other side. It's less than 5%. That's like 2%. Cool. Gas fees are super cheap. All looks good. I'm happy with that option. Let's check out mini bridge. Initially, it looks like a lot more. I'm very confused. There's a lot of options. I have to pick bridge. I have to pick transfer or swap. I found my chain. There's not too many options for where I can send it to, so I guess I'll go with Polygon. But now I'm not sure if I can select another token. I obviously need to connect my wallet so that it can see what my balance is of ETH. And then once I connect that wallet, I'm seeing a max of 0.03, even though I know I have 0.07 in my wallet. So I'll try manually changing the number. And it looks like they actually have a limit of 0.03, which feels like a super small limit to me, but that's what they have. So let me try over on the transfer side of mini bridge from public goods network. Cool, now I've got an Optimism option, but let's just see what I can do. Change it up to 0.07. It looks like that's just across this bridge, is the max is 0.03. So let's go ahead and go with this layer swap option. It's the only one that I'll be able to swap everything. And the only thing I want to change is I want to keep a tiny bit of ETH over there just in case I need to sign more transactions to get my DAI out. I want it to be something negligible so that I don't care about it when public goods network ends up shutting down. But I do want something. I want like 0.001 ETH. And so I'm trying to change the number, and there's a little bit of issues. But I was finally able to change it around. And now I'm able to swap. Click send. Opens up my MetaMask. We sign the transaction. Once I sign it, we then get redirected back to wait. And I'm going to go ahead and cut the video here we sit here for a minute of it spinning. As soon as it pops up the confirmation number, I'm going to just cut it to the end so that you guys don't have to sit here waiting. But it was overall really fast. I was super happy with the layer swap option. And we'll check everything out in a couple seconds. Cool. We can now see the confirmation, so let's jump to the end. Deposit has been confirmed on Public Goods Network. Now it's sending the ETH on Optimism to my wallet on Optimism. And now I've got transaction hashes for both. Looks like I sent in 0.074 ETH, $166, and then on the other side I got 0.073 ETH, so I didn't lose too much. Happy with the process, and now I'll be checking back in to get the rest of my DAI, but that is how I'm exiting from the Public Goods Network.